All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're not just going to look at a list of quotes. Nope, we're building something much more useful, a mental toolkit. Think of it like this, a collection of simple, super powerful ideas that can actually upgrade your personal operating system for dealing with, well, pretty much everything. So, let's dive in.
It's a fun question, right? But there's a deeper truth to it. You know, the most profound wisdom is often the simplest to say, but the hardest to actually live by. In this explainer, we're going to unpack a few of these bumper sticker ideas that, trust me, pack a serious punch.
So, where do we start? Right here. Section 1, Mastering Your Inner World. 'Cause look, before we can change anything on the outside, we have to get a handle on what's going on inside, our thoughts, our emotions, and the mindset that is literally the foundation for everything else. I mean, think about this one for a second. It's such a powerful way to understand our own emotions. It basically maps our feelings directly to where our mind is in time. It suggests that so much of our suffering, so much of it, comes from our minds being anywhere but right here, right now.
It breaks down so clearly, doesn't it? When you're stuck dwelling on past mistakes, on regrets, on all those what-ifs, that's a one-way ticket to feeling depressed. And on the flip side, when you're constantly worrying about what's next, trying to game out every possible bad outcome, well, that's literally the definition of anxiety.
And that leaves us with this, right? The simple, powerful equation. Happiness, or hey, even just contentment, is found in the present moment. It's the only place we're actually alive. So bringing our attention back to the now becomes this fundamental practice for a better inner world.
Okay, so we've talked about time, now let's talk about fear. We all have those demons, right? Our fears, our insecurities, those nagging doubts, and our natural instinct is just to run from them, to distract ourselves. But this quote, it suggests a totally radical alternative. Stop, turn around, and face them.
So what does that confrontation actually look like? Well, it's this. Bravery is not about the absence of fear. Let's just get that straight. Nobody is fearless. It's about feeling that terror and acting anyway. It's about putting on the brave face, taking the step, and then realizing, hey, I can survive this. Bravery is a choice. It's not a feeling you wait for.
And guess what? It's the exact same deal with motivation. We think we need to feel motivated to get things done, but honestly, we've got it all backward. Real motivation is a discipline. It's doing the thing, starting the work, going to the gym, making that call, especially when you least feel like it. Action is what creates motivation, not the other way around.
Okay, so with our inner world sorted, let's move on. Section 2, the art of taking action. This is all about how we turn that solid mindset into actual motion.
This right here is the ultimate cure for procrastination. You know that voice in your head, the one that says, I'll start when I have more time, or when I have a better plan, or when I feel inspired. But that's a trap. The perfect moment, it's never going to arrive. The very act of starting is what creates the momentum and the conditions you were waiting for.
Now this one has some teeth. It's a real challenge. See, starting is crucial, yeah? But this quote reminds us that just starting isn't enough. It's about commitment. It's basically saying that half-hearted efforts are a waste of your one precious life. If something is truly worth doing, it's worth doing with everything you've got.
So let's break that down. It's a simple, kind of brutal, but man is it effective process. First, you got to overcome that inertia and just start. Second, you embrace the grind. You do the necessary hard work. And third, you see it through. You don't quit when it gets tough. You go all the way. Oh, I absolutely love this one. We're all looking for that magic bullet, right? That shortcut or life hack that's going to solve all our problems. This quote tells us exactly where to find it. It's hiding inside the task you're dreading the most. That difficult conversation, that tedious project, that tough workout, that's where the real growth and the real rewards are. So just take a second, be honest with yourself. What's that one thing on your to-do list that just makes your stomach turn a little bit? Yeah, that one. Chances are that's exactly where the magic is waiting for you.
All right, we've worked on our inner world, we've worked on our actions, but you know, we don't live in a vacuum. The people we surround ourselves with, they have a massive impact on our lives. So, this next tool is all about navigating those relationships.
Wow, what a visceral metaphor for loyalty. Think about it. Sharing the good times, the eating, that's easy. Anyone can do that. But it's about choosing the allies you could trust in the worst of times, the starving. That journey of going all the way is hard.
You absolutely need people who give you energy, not drain it. People who build you up. This isn't about being mean or exclusive. It's about protecting your energy and your foundation.
And building on that idea of trust, this is such a brilliant filter for our crazy modern world. It sets two really clear principles. First, it's about direct, respectful communication. Real issues get solved person to person, not through gossip. And second, it's a powerful tool for just ignoring all the meaningless noise. If someone doesn't know you well enough to have your number, well, their opinion is based on bad information, and it probably doesn't deserve your mental real estate.
And that brings us to our final and maybe the most powerful tool in the whole box. You can have the right mindset, take the right actions, and have the right people. But it can all fall apart without this. It all comes down to perspective. How you see the world changes everything. Life is going to throw storms at you. That's a guarantee. You can't avoid them. This quote isn't about just gritting your teeth and enduring it. It's about transforming your relationship to the hardship. It's about finding the skill, the resilience, and maybe even the joy in navigating adversity. It's an active, adaptive response to life's chaos.
And here's one last fantastic analogy to really put perspective into practice. Think of your life, especially your social world, as a gym. You walk in and you immediately start looking around.
This is where the gym analogy really pays off. It gives you this powerful two-way perspective. When you look to your right, you'll always, and I mean always, see someone stronger, faster, further along than you. The key is to use that as motivation, not envy. Let it be fuel for your own improvement. But then, and this is just as important, you have to look to your left. There is always someone just starting out, someone who wishes they were where you are right now. And that is your fuel for gratitude for the progress you've already made.
So, there you have it. A set of simple, powerful tools for your mindset, your actions, your relationships, and your perspective. The only question left is, which one do you need the most right now? Which tool are you going to pick up and put to use today?